Tottenham, you only had one job. One job. Come out of this with at least a draw. But then they considered goals. Not one, not two, but 4 goals against Arsenal. At the end of the game, it was Arsenal 4, Tottenham 1. Oh, new coach, same problem. I'm telling you this. Tottenham has not won a single EPL game in 2026. Tottenham has also not won a single EPL game since Mohamed Kudus got injured. The problems are piling and they are there for us to see. But then for Arsenal, I'm clapping for them. That was an impressive performance. That is the way you reply Man City. This is getting interesting. It is really getting interesting because if you take a look at the EPL table, Arsenal, 61 points. Man City, 56 points. Point difference is 5. But then Man City has a game in hand. Let's see how this will go. But then, guys, I want us to talk about this game. And who was your man of the match? Let me know that down below in the comments. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. With Hugo Tudor, I was hoping to see a different Tottenham team. But I did not see anything different. The same mistakes they were doing under Thomas Frank was the same mistakes they were doing today. Nothing different. Look, in the first half, I know a lot of people were going to say, look, Tottenham played a pretty much good game. They were defensive, they were good, they were that. But the truth of the matter is, they did not play well. Arsenal themselves created chances, but did not take them. If Arsenal were clinical in the first half, they should have won that game in the first half. Francis were going a begging. That's the honest truth. And you see, the game plan from Tottenham was very simple. Defend, concede possession to Arsenal. Just defend and allow Arsenal to do mistakes, capitalize on those mistakes and score goals. That's what we were playing in the first half. And, you know, it happened in the first half. Declan Rice did a mistake. Colomwani punished Arsenal with the equalizer in that game. But then if you take a look at overall performance for Arsenal in that game, they were very superb. Since the blast of the whistle to the end, very offensive, playing very well, possession-wise, creating chances. Everything was going very well for Arsenal. It was just a matter of time. Because you see, Tottenham are not defensively disciplined, just like other teams. They concede. When there is small pressure, they just concede. And that is what we saw today. And I think Arsenal were very impressive because this is a team under pressure. Do you know anyone who works better under pressure? Not many. But today, Arsenal has given us an example of a team that works better under pressure. No one was under pressure today than Arsenal. And today, they performed very well under pressure, especially in the second half. In the second half, they did not just beat Tottenham, they disciplined them. This is how you do it. You don't just beat them, you discipline them. And I'm first very sorry for Tottenham because where they are now, when you check the EPL table, it is very, very sad for a big team, for a club that won the Europa League. Tottenham, where they are now, it is very sad. Very sad that up to now, they keep on doing elementary mistakes. Look, when I watched that second half, I cried for Tottenham. Literally. Because I felt like that team just lacked creativity. It lacked creativity. And look at the players who are injured. About 12 players, and all these players are first-team players. From Kudus to Madison to Kulusevski, all these players, it was just sad. And look, I'm just crying for the new coach because it's just little for him to do. Look at the players he has at his disposal. To play a game like this against Arsenal, you need all your big guns in games like this, Madison and co. But he did not get that. I feel very sorry for him because in the second half, Arsenal turned the heat up a bit higher because, look, if the volume was 5 in the first half, second half it was 10. Look at the way the goals were coming. Eberechi Eze scoring on one side, Gyökeres also scoring on the other side. Good performance. The second half was a typical Arsenal kind of play. How they do it. No matter your defense, they try to unlock something. They try to cause you to make mistakes. Confuse them to make mistakes. That's what Arsenal did today. And Arsenal played a very good game. Mikel Arteta is still in the title race. It is not over yet. It is not over. Look, I would have wished that today at least Tottenham would get a draw. At least a draw. That would have played in the advantage of Man City because of Antoine Semenyo, because I'm going to be biased. I really want Man City to win it. But Arsenal are playing like, yes, they actually do deserve it. They are working for the title. They are working for it. And look, it is not going to be easy for Man City either. There's pressure on them too. Man City now, the pressure is on you. As simple as that. But today's performance, we need to commend them. Eze, who has not been scoring for how many game weeks now? only for him to turn up against Tottenham in the North London derby. He turned up. 2 goals today, 2 goals. The reverse fixture, he scored 3 goals. 5 goals against us, Tottenham. 5 goals from Eberechi Eze against Tottenham. Customers. Look, today's game was just exciting in my own opinion. I feel like Mikel Arteta had all his, plan working out for him. Tactics-wise, everything worked out. Substitution-wise, everything also worked out. I think today the overall play was very good. The only mistake Arsenal did in that game was just the first half, that mistake from Declan Rice. But then in the second half, Tottenham scored a goal, and that has been a discussion on social media since that goal was disallowed. Through Kolo Muani, there was a push on Gabriel. And a lot of people believe that is a soft touch. Because if that goal had, been granted, that would have been 2-2. That would have been a quick response. 2-2, just like the first half. But then, that goal was not given because of the push. And a lot of people were asking, why didn't VAR check? The referee whistled. Even before VAR decided to intervene, the referee already whistled, so there was no need for VAR. It's more like the referee had a better, sight concerning whatever was happening in that particular area. So that was not, allowed. That was not agreed. That was not even given as a goal to Tottenham. That was the biggest talking point in that game. But aside that, I think Tottenham themselves, they should look into the mirror and ask themselves what they are doing this season. If I'm going to give Tottenham one advice, because I have my player, the Mohamed Kudus, I have one advice for them. They should quicken things up in the UCL and focus on the EPL. Look, the UCL, you and I know Tottenham cannot win it. That is the honest truth, because with the way they are playing, they can't play against any big team in the UCL. They need to quicken things up. How far as they want to go, they should just do it and focus on the EPL, focus on survival. Because if you take a look at teams and the way they are performing, especially those under the likes of West Ham, Nottingham Forest, the way they are performing, if Tottenham do not start getting the results, things are going to be very difficult for them getting to the end of the season. So this is my little advice for them. The UCL, you are not going to win it. So quicken things up there, focus on your survival in the EPL. You understand my point? But then today, Arsenal was very, very impressive. I like it. The EPL is getting interesting, getting to its end. Let's see how it goes. But then, guys, I think Arsenal played a very good game. They dominated the game, possession-wise, chances created. Everything went in favor of Arsenal. Second half, they played more better. They took advantage of a Tottenham team that crumpled under pressure. And I felt like this is a well-worked win for Arsenal. Let's see how Man City responds in their next game. So, guys, I'm going to end it here. My name is Adam. Thank you for watching. Let's see how Man City responds to this Arsenal win. Charlie, thank you for watching. Goodbye.